All right, traders, I cannot stick away from the stream any longer. We got some stuff to go over. We're having, following yesterday on OPEN, which I ended up taking a very large loss, larger than I would have wanted after stream. So I saw it squeezing. I tried to get involved there, top ticked it, and then it dropped. I reduced my daily pause to 200. I messaged the technical services department over there. So $200 max loss is all I can lose in a day now. It just sucks. The $500, when I lack discipline, that $500 is rough. KSS right now is doing something similar like OPEN was doing yesterday. Another Wall Street Bets play. OPEN had a high short interest, and now KSS right now has got a 50% short interest, and it's heading for $15 right now. This thing is going straight up. I actually had considered even taking a long down here at 11 something. Woo! Where are we going? 50% short interest, KSS. Where are we going? Tons of volume in on this name, so obviously eyeballing that one. There's a few I'm looking at as well. Like to catch some easy fades today. Looking for a redemption day to get me back on track. MG in the building. Good morning, MG. Did you hit H2 HTOO? Okay, let's, or IVF even. Yeah, PMN, I felt so confident with that one and top ticked it yesterday, 125. Yesterday was a brutal day. I'm washing it out. The problem was I saw everything so well, but just kept stopping out poorly. That's what was so brutal. It sent me on tilt mode. When you feel good and you're trying to stop well, and that happens. All Kohl's is... Yeah, for real. I mean, I noticed that too, yeah. Our local Kohl's, if it's still around, does the same thing. The Amazon returns. Tries to get people in the stores, and then they give you that, 25% off coupon? KSS over $15 right now. Oh my god. I mean, it's 107 million in the float too, this name. All green, MG. IPDN. Nice. Excellent. On IPDN, TWG. Excellent. Good work. Yeah, HTOO I'm looking at maybe even for further fade here. Some kind of a pop to get involved with. KSS still in squeeze mode. It's so tempting, guys. Day one move with the huge shorts. Yeah. Yeah, where could this thing go? I mean, KSS with that 50% short interest, we could really see it squeeze out. I mean, we've seen that this summer's been crazy enough, but when you get a short float like that, I mean, 50% is heavy. That's very heavy. And she's still squeezing right now. Wow. 11 to 16. Like no red candlesticks at all. Kayvon, I don't know how I don't do this. Dude, I was thinking about it at 11 and didn't do it. I was thinking about it at 11. All right. Well, I think it's time to take the other side of this thing. Okay. I'll start it. The day is young. I'm just going to take 10 shares on this thing, dude, and risk like... risk up towards 20 bucks. This thing's squeezing up to 20. It could happen. I'm just gonna stick with this right here. Small, small, small. KSS, no pullbacks at all on this thing. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame. This thing is so extended. Man, it sucks to be those shorts right now on it, though. But a few more names I want to take a look at this morning while that one's bouncing around there. NVTS has had a few legs on up, coming up towards some daily resistance, potentially against previous high a day there. Potentially against previous high a day. Man, PMN looks good for a fader today as well. If we get a pop up towards previous close, that would be very nice on PMN. Open, so that Wall Street Bets 20% short play on Open has got a pretty steep trend to it. Here's the trend on OPEN. And just another Mike in the building. Hello, Mike. OPEN, steep trend here. After that elevator down move, it seems pretty like a difficult task to get back up there. It could happen, but I like a short. I like a short on this, on a pop here, and maybe to crack this kind of steep trend line at 360. I'm monitoring that one. Then of course Lucid, I've been monitoring for perhaps a swing. I don't mind taking a swing on the account. I may do it with Lucid with the Uber partnership. It's given back a lot of the move already, and we have some major support in the 260s. It's a very high float on LCID. That's what I'm considering there, though. All eyes are still on KSS. Had a little bit of a pullback and then bought right back up. So KSS up in the 1790s now. All the stocks you traded yesterday faded at the end of the day. I know. I got wrecked yesterday. It tilted me so bad, dude. I ended up with a max loss. All right, KSS even higher here, heading towards 20 bucks. It looks like. All right, giving it to 20 bucks. I'm shorting KSS up here, giving it up and over 20. Maybe over under 1759 average. 20 shares right now. Not risking a ton here. It's going to be like 50, 60 bucks on this name. KSS getting crazy right now. Short squeeze on it. A lot of FOMO traders jumping into this name. It could squeeze further. I mean, we could see this thing squeeze hard. GME style. Give it a little opportunity here. It's heading 420 right now. It's crazy what like 107 million float ticker can do. 107 million when you have so many shorts involved on the name. Isn't that crazy? 107 million and it's trading like this. This is trading like a ticker that's got, 100,000 in the float. That's how insane this is moving. It keeps getting balled up on most of these pullbacks. Just every one of these pullbacks back up towards 19. When they get so extended like this too, I mean, when if if and when they pull back, you know, it's a significant one, similar to OPEN. I'm thinking OPEN yesterday. So let me see. It might gravitate towards that 20. $20 incoming. 20 incoming. All right, 20 just tapped. Let's see what it's going to do here. I may just revisit it if it's going to break and hold over 20. Market's going to open up here in just a few minutes. Let me know what else you guys are looking at. Just eyeballing KSS right now, as this has been getting a major squeeze. 50% short interest here. It tapped 20. 20 is the top right now. See what's going to do off of 20. 11 to 20. Oh, man. What a summer market it's been. A lot of the resistance I'm seeing is in this range, 19 to 21. 19 to 21-ish. Yeah, on the daily chart. Okay, she just shot up through 20. See what she's going to do on that. $50 million shares are short of that 100. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. Yeah, that's why it's trading like this. Is unbelievable movement. It just shot up through 20. A little decent pullback off of that. Could have been the liquidity move right there, up through 20. Could have been that liquidity move. Starting to see a little bit of an upper shadow. There's so many. Yeah, 50 million shares are short on this name. Dips are going to get bought up. I want to see what it's going to do off of that upper shadow. Right now, 1759 is my average on this. Risk is kind of against that upper wick we just put in. I want to see what it's going to do there. Market is about to open on up. In about 20 seconds. Alright, I'm not playing around with it too much here. I just want to see what she's going to do right here at the open. Wow. Emmanuel, what's going on? This thing is nuts. Alright, we hit 2139 high. KSS, this is crazy, dude. Are we squeezing all day on this thing, or is it going to find its top? These are the questions here. Are we squeezing all day here? Just put in that big upper wick to 21. A little bit of a pullback there. Might get balled up, though. See what she's going to do. Kevon's thinking buy on dip. Certainly could be the case. I don't want it to go back up to the highs, up and over like 20. Definitely wouldn't want that. Back up to the upper wicks up there. Emmanuel, how's your morning going? KSS. Keep it simple, stupid. KSS. Coles. Tapping VWAP right now is KSS. If it doesn't start cracking soon, I'll probably just be done with it. Morning just started. Hoping to end it green. Absolutely. I'm so tunneled in on this KSS. I need to get away from this thing, but she reeled me in. See what she's tapping the VWAP again, KSS. On VWAP right now. Yeah, it's playing around the VWAP right now, KSS. Really back up towards 20 is the stop on this thing. If she starts climbing back up there, I mean, she could bounce up there pretty quick. Up towards like 21, the high is really the stop for me. 2130s. All right, little crack under VWAP. Down to the 16s. Are we halting? All right. We might be halting down right now. Yeah. We just halted down KSS. All right, in the green at the moment on it. A lot of profit taken right there. HTOO is popped up. It looks like that one halted up $9 to 11. KSS halted down. Ugh, fades. I couldn't focus on some of these hangovers because KSS stole my attention. AT&F hangover dropped 40-50 cents. PMN, I'm still monitoring that one, fades too. We could see that one continually fade today. And then OPEN, it's kind of heavy on this trend line that it's been on the last few days. OPEN. Ah, man, I still think there's meat on the bone. OPEN. It's heavy on that trend now too. I feel a little off from where I'd like my entry to be on it though, because it was up in the 390s. You hit IREN at the open. Yeah, I'm thinking about OPEN. I know, AT&F was pretty good. Okay, OPEN is bouncing right off of this bottom trend. I don't think it's going to hold it. But it's a little heavy off of it right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a short on OPEN, and I'm going to go ahead and set a stop up over 4. Like 420 or so. I'm going to give it some room. I actually want to hit it again up there. I'll start OPEN on that little pop off that trend. I think it's going to crack it. Okay. All right, KSS, let me see where this one's going to open up. I might scale out just a bit on the open. All right, KSS halted 935. 5-minute halt will be 940. Small short DHI. Kayvon's taken right now. Just another mic hit. You're hitting open as well. Okay. Yeah, open in the 360s. It's right on that bottom trend. It's looking good. There's a lot of overhead resistance from yesterday. I do like that one. KSS, we might see that one open up here at 940. Maybe it'll sweep down to the 15 range. It was a straight up move, man. I mean, it happens with the 50% short interest like that. Man, so I wish I would have rode both sides of this, clearly. I was thinking about it, riding both sides of it. Considered the long in the 11s, didn't do it. OPEN looks like she's working out under 360. We need it to stay heavy under 360. I feel like I need to size into OPEN. I do like that one for the fade today. All right, anybody got the open price on KSS? OPEN. Still cracking. I may hit it again. KSS probably going to come out a little bit once that opens up. HTOO now halted down. Okay. Oh my god, someone pointed out yesterday, summer trading. Summer trading. So fun. 19. No, come on. No. Alright, we're open KSS. I'm going to come out half just to reduce the risk. I mean, it's not my favorite setup in the world with 50% short interest. Let's be honest. Not my favorite play. I was just looking for some profit taking. It could certainly get accumulated on dips, as Kayvon pointed out. I don't entirely want to be playing around with this one. Playing with fire is the KSS. OPEN, hell yeah, dude. I'm on 75 shares there, making some money. That one's cracking into the 40s. Oh, not. Yeah, I didn't have a sizable position there on OPEN. I don't know if I may want to just kick back with this thing, dude, because I could see OPEN really snapping. It is snapping that trend really well right now in the 30s. Just another mic. Let's go. We're cracking hard here. OPEN. It may be halting down even. Alright, I'm gonna get out of KSS, I think. Back over 17, I'm out of it. Want to stay heavy right here. And then I'm out of it. OPEN. Good lord, OPEN. Let me look at this chart again, see what I want to do. OPEN. Did KSS just halt down? Okay, OPEN's trying to get a little bounce to it. I may hit it again, man. I may hit this thing again. I felt pretty good here. Felt pretty confident with this name. And still do. I mean, the trend cracks like 360. KSS in the 15s now. I'm going to do something I normally don't do. And that is, I think I'm going to smack this again. Yeah, I'm hitting it again. OPEN. Bringing my average down quite a bit. I'm going to try to milk this one. OPEN probably headed sub 3. I mean, I'm feeling the same way on it. Trying to trade, confidently with this name. Should have had a little sizier position to begin with. HTOO halted down. KSS low 15s. IVF popping up. Might be giving a sloppy seconds entry at VWAP. Yeah, IVF might be giving a sloppy seconds entry. Oh, well, there she goes. As soon as I say that, 420 down to 360. So OPEN's trying to bounce off of that previous close, 320. Previous close is 320. You guys know the Magic 20 area. Probably should have scaled out and then hit it again on a pops. Probably what I should have done. GVH up towards VWAP. Is that halted? GVH looks halted up. Might get some more panic here, OPEN. I'm monitoring it. The 320 cracks really at this point what we need. Of course, it's going to get some shorts covering, get a little pop. We need that to get rejected and then back down towards that previous close 320 area for continuation down towards $3. Heading back down to 320 right now is OPEN. See what she's going to do. I may take half off and try to keep hitting this thing on pops. It's got big size coming in on the ask. 320. Key area here. Previous close. Key area. Snapping under 320 would be a big deal for this thing. I'll take half off. I mean, I feel like I got to. 320 may try to bounce there. If it bounces, I'll hit it again. I'm going to work still the original half position. Perfect fall. Today's been dumb. Join the 7-Eleven. The day's young. The day's young. You might be all right. AT&F, beautiful hangover. Yeah, the day is young. There's a little pop on open. I do plan on hitting it again. KSS in the 14s now. Did give a lot. I mean, a ton of this move back already. I kind of got scared out of it. NVTS, dude, that's snapping and fading. Oh my god, I was watching that one too. Why don't I just take the easier hangovers out of the gates? Trade these whiplashy KSSs that I get scared out of and hardly make anything. Damn it. PMN rejected, looks heavy, still fading there. OPEN back down to the previous close. All the best moves haven't been able to trade so far. We'll find something else. Penny played DFLI, spiking up. It's crossing the 1350 day on the daily. Getting a little pop there. I'm just going to flip around a little bit. What IVF? I just had looked at this one in it. Okay, IVF is a 1.9 million float ticker. So this one rejected the VWAP 420 down to 360 and bought right back up. Low float play, got to be careful with this one. Yeah, I've noticed that, Kayvon, that when we're front side, happy to get out even. So it's like, is it even worth it then, if we're getting out just break even? Or is it better to size into the trades like OPEN that snap out of the gates, those hangover plays? AEHR, $20 plays, curling back up for off of VWAP, maybe double topping up here. Fades, I had a bad day yesterday. Off stream, I hit OPEN. I'm not even. I saw it squeezing up and hit it a couple times. Ended up real bad on the day. I reduced the. I messaged the technical team. I reduced my daily pause to $200, so I cannot lose more than $200 in a day, and I think that's appropriate for my account size and like my average winner. My average winning day has been $100, so I think that's appropriate. All right, open the previous close 320, trying to hold. Will she be able to? It cracked the steep trend it was on. Now it's trying to hold that 320 previous close. KSS all the way down to the 13s. All right. I mean, because KSS has given back most of its move, we're probably going to see something start pumping here in a little bit. The longs are going to get eager. I mean, IVF is interesting against pre-market resistance. Yeah, I needed to do it, fade. Dude, my chart was looking so good, and then yesterday, I topped so many different plays, and I was getting very tilted. And I know you could tell. I was trying hard not to tilt out, and ended up tilting, freaking out. All right, PLRZ climbing up. This one could be a play. PLRZ reports successful intranasal delivery of PL14 allergy blocker. Okay. Preclinical results for PLRZ. I know, Fades. I know. I was so disappointed in myself. I pretty much had a Friday night live stream day yesterday. Pulled the bourbon out at like 4 o'clock. I was so mad at myself. All right, PLRZ, I am watching this one. We're up from $1 to $1.30. I'm looking for euphoria here. Yeah, me too, Fades. I'm a work open as well. I know just another mic is trailing at it too. I'm kicking back with open. I feel good with it. It's cracking under 320 now. Might be getting that 320 crack. I mean, even if, I get to quota on the day with just open, I'm happy. I don't need to overtrade. Yesterday I overtraded the hell out of the account. Man, this was a big play. Good. Man, the gut is in check, man. The gut was doing pretty well for this one. All right, flush under 3, I'm probably taking it all. We're selling off to 3 right now. 320 should hold as resistance. Flush under 3 to like 290. Probably I'll get out of it. It probably could head to 250. Fades is right on that. All right, let's see if we get this flush under 3. Come on, 3 flush. Come on. All right. I'll take it right there. Right at 3. Okay, good. See, $80 on the day. I'll take it. I think I can get to I think we can work our quota on the day. It's the slow and steadiness, though, that gets me. Like, the $100 days, I grow weary of. You know, I get discontent with it. And then... yeah, open. That was a good one. Good job, guys, on OPN. All right, PLRZ squeezing up. Squeezing up. Let me look at... This is what I wanted to start a position here. Let me look at some daily resistance. The daily resistance. I'm not seeing much to look at is the problem. PLRZ was kind of trending, and then it got that euphoria. A couple million shares right there. That's what I was looking for. All right, PLRZ. Don't sell off without me, please. PLRZ, I'm gonna start it here soon. $158 it hit. Next, if we get a next leg up, I'll start it. I'm thinking about starting it right now, but would like another leg up. I think I'm gonna start it with 75 and then hit it again up towards $2. Another 75. Yeah, here we go. All right, starting at 164. 75. I'm going to hit it again up towards $2. Another 75 is the plan. PLRZ stop's going to be like over under 2. All right, let's see if we can get PLRZ to pull back a little bit. This one's getting a little euphoric. I was looking for that extension off of its trend to start a short position on it. PLRZ 5 million in the float. Be mindful of that. Size appropriately for it, and just know the risk for yourself. All right, that's PLRZ. I'm going to kick back with it for a little bit. I'm going to flip around. HTOO is gross, has more room to fade. Yeah, dude, that one's sizing down and giving it some room. Looks like the way to go. KSS, man, in a slip and slide. Straight up and straight down. Oh, man, KSS straight up and straight down. With the 50 million short interest. Guys, you gotta, no holding and hoping, man. No holding and hoping. IVF, VWAP test and pull back. IVF, VWAP test, pulled back off of that. James in the building. LCFY may go down some more. Yeah, trading LCFY. The trend that was on, trend line's back up towards 650. That could be the risk guide there. PLRZ still looks like she's heading for 2. Maybe heading for $2. I'm going to hit it again up in the 80s. I'm going to hit PLRZ up in the 80s. And there's a decent pullback PLRZ. Didn't get my ad on it, so I'm still fairly small here with the feeler. $182, decent pullback right there. Let me look to hit this thing again. 164 average. Yeah, I'll hit it again right here. I like the upper wick we just put in. 162 average on it right now. Yeah, I like that shadow. Phage is saying the shadow of death. I will fear no PLRZ. That's why feelers are good. I like throwing on feelers. Yeah, I was going to give it room to 2. I like that shadow that we just put in, the 182. So, I mean, that's probably the adjusted risk for me now. 182-ish. What's open doing? Open. Oh, sloppy seconds, yeah. Perhaps. All the way back up to 330s. Wow, what a bounce, dude. What a bounce. Yeah, perhaps that could be a sloppy seconds entry on OPEN. Kind of against that trend line, 360s. PLRZ, candy from a baby. I took a little bit off PLRZ. I'll smack it again on a pop or just leave leftovers to work for me. Quick snipe for you. What was that on PLRZ? Yeah, PLRZ got extended. That's what we're looking for, guys. Euphoria, extension off to, towards resistance, and just scale shorts up to those areas. You gotta, scaling can be, it's just breaking down your single entry into multiple entries. Man, dude. All right, OPN, dude, all the way up to 350. This is a move right here. I'm gonna hit this thing up here. Yeah, I'm gonna hit OPN again up here. Risk. I'm gonna go single entry just because this move kind of scares me a little bit. If she's gonna try to squeeze all the way back around to a crazy U-shaped pattern, so I'm just gonna go small single entry with a 370 risk on it. Yeah, 370 risk. Sellers at 350 on OPN. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I feel like I gotta sprinkle something on it. It's a good setup. PLRZ, I'm tempted to hit that again against the 180 highs. This is why these high short interest plays can be difficult at times. Look at, I mean, she's still squeezing all the way back around, dude. That is a crazy move. I just got out of it. I got out of it. Yeah, this market, wild. It's wild, wild west out here. Yeah, open. I'm gonna be done with that one. NVTS could get continual fade here. It's kind of in a little bear flag against 810. NVTS, a little semiconductor play. PLRZ curling back up and around too. I'm going to hit PLRZ again up here. Yeah, I'm giving PLRZ another love tap. So many reclaims, man. I hope today's not going to be that day, because these wild reclaims, man, like, we had a week of that action, and it looked like open, and it was very difficult to trade. It was like a chasey market. You guys know what I mean? Like sometimes the summer action for sure. Sometimes you get this chasey market where everyone's rewarded for bad behavior. It's like you should not be rewarded for chasing these tickers. PLRZ holding VWAP right now. This is going to be really aggravating for me if this thing retest highs as well. We get a couple reclaims. Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't like it. I think I'm PLRZ may hit it again up here and risk over high a day. Yeah, PLRZ bounced off VWAP pretty well. Mr. Barron in the building. Busy morning, missed most of the good plays. Scalping KSS to make a few bucks. Yeah, there were a lot of the plays this morning were right out of the gates. Yeah, Mike, some crazy bounces today. It's just a lot of chasers in this summer market. The longs are out here. PLRZ. Let's see what she's going to do on this bounce. I mean, I like this thing to get back down to 130 and lower. But she's got buyers stepping in. Yeah, buyers are stepping in. Here's what I'm going to do, PLRZ. 182 is the high right now. And the bids keep coming through. the 182 high. Perfect fall, going to get a big gulp. Man, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one experiencing the peanut days. Some of these days, it's like you gotta get in and out of this market. Yeah, PLRZ. I'm thinking about hitting it again, and just risking the highs, the 180s. 170's holding up really well on it. If it's about to crack, though, I'm not going to short, into the lows. Perfect fall. I thought you're only supposed to trade pre-market. You breaking rules over there? All right, PLRZ coming down to 150. Let's see what she's going to do off of 150. All right, I like this thing back down to 130. Some big orders coming through. Haven't really experienced the capitulation yet. Still holding up over VWAP. Let's see at VWAP test what she's gonna do. VWAP test is 142. PLRZ. Don't bounce here though. It's like names that should profit take and look heavy, halt up, like open. They curl all the way back around. When you have fades and I that have seen these names and how they move outside of the summer conditions, millions of times. We've seen these names so many times, so many thousands of times. There's so many days of summer where I've been like, guys, this is an anomaly relative to an average market. But you just got to control your reaction to what's happening. You can't control the irrationality of the market. You can control your reaction. But right now, PLRZ, I'm surprised that buyers are stepping in, but it's still looking heavy off of the highs. Maybe putting in a little, put in a lower high. It might be forming a little descending triangle pattern. You guys know yesterday I got squeezed out of like 3 names. That's exactly what I don't want to happen today. So that's why I'm just eyeballing it. OPN, is it open back up? Man, dude. I think my PLRZ trade is going to be... Because of the 10-cent roll, I'm not even sure if I'm going to get this one. I might cut it and revisit. Let me see what it's going to do on this pop up towards 170. It's going to still be heavy against 170. I like it. But you see the pattern we're developing here? 150 VWAP is kind of the area we have to crack. We're in this triangle right now. We are forming lower highs, but we're also forming higher lows. So it's in a symmetrical triangle pattern. Really, it can go either way. And you guys know I like to short these, like the fake out breakouts of these things. A lot of times we do experience the fake out breakouts. Maybe I'll do just that. Maybe I'll hit it again on a pop. Okay, it tested the upper line again and rejected PLRZ. Tested the upper line and rejected again. This is crazy. Come on, let's crack down, test out the bottom trend, maybe elevator down and halt down. I really don't like to be involved in the names when they're going sideways like this, because they really can go one way or the other. I was just leaving leftovers here, and then we ended up doing all this. Yeah, I might have to revisit it if it's gonna pop up and over 170. Let me see if it's going to be a fake out breakout or if it's going to hold over 170. Eyeballing it carefully here. I'm actually going to hit it again. Yeah, hitting it again. 250, 165. And tight stop. Let me see what it's going to do here. Want to fake out breakout. If it's going to get continuation higher, I'll be done with it. Popped right back up to 180. Okay. This thing is just getting bought up on these pullbacks right now. Yeah, I'll revisit it. Be done with it for now. But you know what sends me in tilt mode? If I stop out right there and she starts selling off and panicking and elevator down, it's going to absolutely send me into a tizzy. I'll have to step away. All right, let's find something else. KSS still going sideways. What did open end up doing? Oh my God. There's my stop at the top, Fades. Dude. Perfect fall like clockwork. Yeah. Yep. It is. If I wouldn't stop out the top, it would be. So stupid, man. I feel like I gotta hit it again after that, though. That's why I'm so hesitant in stopping out. Like sometimes to the point where I give it way more room than I should, because when I press the button, like I feel that that's going to happen. I can just feel it. PLRZ. Been happening to you too, Fades? Yeah, it's just, you try to be a disciplined trader, and you do that. Yeah, no, James, I know it happens to all of us. I don't want to, single myself out here. Like all of us experience that. It looks like such a good short now. Oh my God, dude, that would have had me good and over quota on the day. Yeah, you try to be like the disciplined trader. And then that happens, and then it's like your rules just start loosening up. That's what happened to me yesterday, and I had the max loss. You just feel like your rules start loosening up because you get so sick and tired of stopping out at the top. And then on the ticker that you loosen up on, she gets continuation. You guys know exactly what I'm saying. It just spirals. It spirals out of control because I topped out 3 yesterday. Now on that one, and yeah, you just start. Makes me damn sick. Okay, let's find something else. Enough of me ranting. James, you got a position at 180. PLRZ, nice. Very, very good. It's at in the low 140s now. Good work. Good job on the patience with that entry. Now she's under VWAP. And after that big pullback there, it's going to be hard to reclaim, but open showed us otherwise. Open still has meat here with good risk. Yeah, I'm very shocked at that move it just put in though. But yeah, it did tap that upper trend line. It's been pulling back still. Definitely still is room there. Yeah, I agree. PMN, dude, in the 80-cent range. PLRZ, I would like an entry there. I still like that name. Especially after that elevator down. I just got to be careful because I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to get annoyed. It creeps on. It creeps in, and then you guys know how it is. Let me see if we get a pop here I can get involved with. Yeah, I'll get involved in that pop right there. 156. Really against like the mid 170s. The idea for me. That should be where we have some longs trapped. PLRZ in the mid 170s. All right, anything else, guys? Let's keep looking. NVTS did pull back off of the 820. DFLI penny play curling up towards the highs. 65 cents she hit. It's the high so far. Yeah, DFLI curling up a bit, little penny play. Just hit all-time lows recently, 13 cents. Up 20 from yesterday, up a lot. I mean, we're up a lot here. Dragonfly Energy. Bouncing off of VWAP. Let's keep our eyes peeled on this one. And then PLRZ. Let's get that one heavy and fade down into the 120s. PLRZ, that's still the idea there. Alright, KSS, man, that thing, with the 50% short interest, dude, that thing just went wild in pre-market. It gave nearly everything back. It's going sideways right now. Still working your position, James, at 180. PLRZ, I mean, I'll probably size that one against the highs. It's over on PLRZ. Crack soon here. If I take a couple losses here on PLRZ, it's gonna be bad for my mental health. Those red arrows look good. Man, she was looking good. She really was. And still kind of does. I mean, we should have longs underwater there that were buying that breakout. I called it. I mean, you guys were cheering for me. The stream was delayed. Literally called the fake out breakout because I know where longs come in these names. And I see those fake out breakouts all the time because traders are, they're buying into that FOMO. Want the next leg on up. And when a ticker's already way overbought, it's just hard for these tickers to reclaim those levels. I'm going to hit it again. It's the one ticker right now that I like that I'm seeing out there. PLRZ. 5 million in float play, though. Be mindful of that. No marrying, staying disciplined, and stopping out well, even if that means stopping out at the top. All right, DFLI penny plays retesting its highs, coming up towards 65 cents. It's a reclaim day. We actually just went over that. Reclaim. The open reclaimed. DFLI's reclaiming. PLRZ attempted. KSS in a little ABCD pattern, Kayvon pointed out. I could see KSS shorts cut. I mean, it's bouncing right off the 200 day. I could see KSS shorts covering here and getting a little pop. Yeah, the level 2's a little wild on it. Yeah, it's just flopping all around. Yeah, I see that. I need to check the short interest on it. Anyone have the short interest on it? Would be bad to end up in a situation like KSS. I mean, can KSS do a U-shaped move, red to green move? I don't know. Probably not. When something's sold off like this, that's a hard recovery. But hey, it is reclaim day. Okay, let's see. DFLI double topping. DFLI double topping 65, pulling back in a little bit off of that. PLRZ. Unreal. Unreal what this thing's doing. It's really stupid. Hitting it again up there. I'm starting to get played on PLRZ. 160 average. If BLNE gets attention, it'll be good. She creeping up a little bit. Alright, put a 180 stop on PLRZ. I kind of like the sizing up to that area. Still should be some bag holders up there. Should make it difficult to reclaim. Okay, he said BLNE. Let's take a look. Yeah, BLNE 220, Magic 220 area. She is getting some attention, getting a little extended off of its trend. I don't see any news on it. 6.72 million in the float. to be honest, looking like PMN was looking yesterday. Yeah, I'm kind of aggravated with it. Beyond aggravated in a way. If I stop out twice on this name. The day was looking good until that top tick. Just shocking price action. Really is. Usually when you elevate her down, you're not slowly curling back up to the highs. Just majorly shocked. DFLI double top still looking heavy right there. BLNE was looking like it was setting up. Yeah, Magic 220 held up. Good call there, Mike. Yeah, 220 held up. Okay, KSS is getting some shorts covering. Long's got capitulated. She's putting in her ascent back up to the highs. FFAI straight up move. Announces $100 million distribution deal with Faraday Future. FFAI. All right, 91 million in the float. James just pointed it out too. Announces has placed a non-binding pre-order of 1,000 FX Super 1 MPVs with Faraday Future. $100 million distribution deal. Okay. Let's take a look at left of the chart to predict right. Always looking left to predict right. Yeah, I think when summer's over. Although you saw where the FTC, I believe it is looking at, what do you guys think about them lowering the PDT to $2,000? I saw a post on that. All right, 320 would be really good. FFAI 320, something I would look for. When I'm looking at the daily chart, I like to see, I'm looking for above average days. Like if for instance, today's $2 to 267, and I look back at the past chart history and I see what other days look like this and what did it do. You want to get a feel for the personality of this ticker. I'm seeing a lot of full body candles, so it is holding some of these gains. Not looking for a big green to red move or anything. Just I like to short Euphoria into resistance for some profit taking. I'm not saying this thing needs to go give back everything that it just put in. Make bank on margin calls. Yeah, they're getting tired of everyone else making bank, I guess. They're like, we got to start lowering this PDT. We can make so much money. Yeah, FFAI is, there's potential for this. PLRZ, I'm getting bored. I'm getting very bored. Missed the move. Would like it to see some profit taken back under VWAP. Not happening yet. Yeah, that's an interesting thought, Mike. It's going to be a lot of margin calls, you said. Yeah, likely. Yeah, FFAI. She's trading too, like, She's trading like trending up, like she's got a little short interest going on here too. I think 320 is a good area to start. Up and over 3 is a good area to start a short here. Up over 3. Yeah, the 24-hour trading they're talking about. And then PDT down to 2,000. This PLRZ is such a POS. I'm going to lower my risk on it. To like 174. Yeah, they went from T+3 to then T+1. Now let's just do a T plus instant. I mean, with the technology these days, why do you need days to settle? Well, PLRZ is not really selling off, guys. I'll keep my stop there, 174, but I'm just surprised by this move. Yeah, higher float FFAI. Kind of trading algorithmically. Oh, we're heading up to 3, though. I don't mind starting that thing at 3. PLRZ in a battle up here. It's just in a battle. Up over 3 FFAI, I'm going to start it. Eyes are peeled on FFAI. Monitoring PLRZ and FFAI. I feel like I'm going to get stopped out PLRZ. She's just kind of slowly trending up. So it needs to hit a ceiling, really, and just snap again. Oh, you put 200 shares instead of 20? No. Emmanuel, up on the day. Good and green. Still below on the fun day. Crawling your way back out. Good job, like, snapping back. Being disciplined, though. Snapping back. Getting disciplined. Good job on that. Okay, PLRZ, what are we doing here? Can we please just start cracking back down? Oh, 140's just hit. It's snapping a bit here. I want to milk this if we're going to snap. It's kind of head and shoulder-ish. I want to milk this if we're snapping. Let's get under 150. All right, I'm seeing 148. I want to crack under 150, man. I'm trying to hold on here. I really think this thing heads down even lower. Let's get down in like the 130s, PLRZ. I'll be fine on the day. I'll be fine on the day if PLRZ can just snap, crack, and roll. That's all I'm asking for. PLRZ, let's just please, let's just get some profit taken. That's all I'm asking for. Just profit take a little bit here. All out, PLRZ. Good trading, James. You've done really well. You had a 180 average there. Excellent. Utilizing your strategy of waiting after Kevin gets involved in something. Just wait a few more seconds. It's a profitable approach. Maybe I need to set a timer and do the same thing. Anytime I'm about to take a trade, just put a timer on and wait. PLRZ's on the VWAP and kind of heavy right here. I really would like to see this thing down in the 130s. Make up for my trading mistakes today. The last thing I really want to do is just panic out of this and take profit right when it starts showing signs of weakness, you know. Getting under VWAP, getting some orders stacking on the ask. It has bounced at VWAP the last couple times here, though. Yeah, real head and shoulderish. And on this neckline, too. 145, kind of the neckline. But real head and shoulderish, shoulders being the 170. Slips back to 125. Yeah, I'm thinking so. It's looking real bearish and slowing down a bit. If it reclaims here, you're done. Yeah, I'm giving it to probably 170, and then I'd be done too. James, none of that talk. Might have to put you in timeout, James. You've been the recipient of an accidental timeout. None of that long talk in here. Sitting on VWAP real heavy. 145 needs to snap. FFAI is in the 270s. Was looking for up and over 3. It actually may have happened. I don't know. Did it get up and over 3? Damn it. Oh my god, idiot. I was focused on PLRZ. FFAI did get up and over 3. I was looking to short it over 3. Yeah, I missed it too, James. That sucks. That would have been a good one. Can't catch them all, though. Yeah, PLRZ's really slowed down. Honestly, if this snaps and works out, I'll be happy with the day. I just want one good winner here. Really just want one good winner here. And probably call it. Yeah, sitting very still here at VWAP, right under it. And this neckline on the head and shoulders, 145. And the shoulders are 170. It looks to be hard. It looks like it's gonna have trouble getting back up there. Really like to see this thing snap down into the 30s. Snap that neck, 145. It's kind of the neck I'd like to see it snap. You got the finger on the trigger to at least start covering something if we do snap. Come on, 145. Let's snap. Come on, 145. It's sitting heavy on it. Sitting heavy here on the neck. Eerily quiet on this neck. Eerily quiet. Let's crack head to the 130s. All right, 145 on the ask, 144 on the ask, 141. Snap, snap. Come on, let's get to the 30s. All right, I'm going to take 150 off. Left with 200. PLRZ bingo. All right, guys. It's been a brutal day. It's been like, yesterday felt easy, but it was brutal because of my dumb A. And today's starting to shape up like that, so I'm looking to get a clean day, clean green day. Let me take more off, I think. Yeah, I'll just leave 100. I'll leave 100 to work. Otherwise, take that. I'm gonna leave 100 to work and focus on something else. Kayvon, nothing for you working in the large cap land? Stopping out on a few plays? Yeah, that's a nasty move, SYF. Compared to the last 10 days. I'm a little salty about FFAI. God, I mean, we were literally... Did anybody catch that? I'll be fine if somebody caught it. It's exactly the move we were waiting for. The liquidity sweep up and over 3. That's a little aggravating. I'm going to flip around, see what else is going on. I might have to join. Who am I joining with that? The big gulp over at 7-Eleven, because it's not looking like a big green day. I'm only up It's been up and down. I'm only up $57 right now. It's that PLRZ top tick that effed me up. I'm going to kick back with PLRZ leftovers, but not going to give it that much room. I have a 160 average. And I got to make sure I'm green on this trade. I might ought to just lock it up for the 10 cents. I'm not sure how the 10-cent rule at TTP applies on leftovers, you know? Like if I were to only lock in 7 cents with 100 shares out of the 350 I had, how that would work. I got to make sure this trade goes through, though, so I might ought to just lock it up. Lock her up. I've heard that before. Let me do this then. I'll set like a stop 149 to buy. Yeah, if it gets back up to 149, it'll just get me out the 100. Make sure I get the 10 cents at least on that. Okay. BLNE, what's that doing? BLNE, the 220 did hold up on that. I just got an email from Doug, too. He's been working these magic 20-cent areas. He's been seeing it. Once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. It just works very well. DFLI made a new high. Yeah. Me and James pointed that out together. Yeah, I mean, Euphoria there, I'm involved. Let's get some Euphoria. Right now it's just been in an uptrend back up to the highs. Let's get a euphoric move going there. But yeah, DFLI is a play for sure. FFAI, going to be salty there all day. That did make the move over 3 for the short. There's still a play there. I mean, you see the volume on it. That's what I like to look for. Above average volume creates above average range. And the range is where the money's made. That's where the opportunity is. I don't want to trade anything that has potential to do something. That's predicting. I want to react to what is, objectively, what is happening. And when we get above average volume, that creates the opportunity, and it's the liquidity. The liquidity that the big boys need to get out of their positions. And a lot of stops are placed at the whole dollar. That's why as a short, I like to involve myself up and over whole dollars because I know that's where they try to target. That's where they move these tickers oftentimes. You see those liquidity sweeps all the time. All the time. I wouldn't mind taking another trade if it pops up. Again, we're just trading the edge. I don't need... I'm not going to overtrade, but if the edge presents itself, I'm here. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. The problem with the sub-dollar stocks is that volume is massive always. Let's take DFLI, for example. Yeah, but you can even notice here the ramp in volume. The ramp in volume the most on the day were market orders going through. This FOMO traders. FOMO traders buying this thing up here, and then you get the pullback. You know, so you can still take a look. Yeah, there is tons. I mean, there's millions of shares exchanged a minute. You can still see a ramp in the volume, though, and use that to your benefit. Yeah, today for me, it's feeling like yesterday in that, you know, yesterday shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, it felt like I was seeing things. It's one thing to see things really well in trading. Like I see everything very well, but then sometimes like your personal performance is god awful. You know, the entries are bad, the sizing's bad. That's oftentimes my main problem. I size things a little too early, too quickly, and then I'm kind of oversized, and it starts looking even better. All right, FFAI, you know, maybe on a sloppy seconds push up there. Baron, you're still good and green on the day. know you missed a few moves at the open. Working your responsibilities. KSS, liquidity sweeps after you average up a bit. Which side are you scalping this thing on? I know you're more of a short seller. Look, I had a resistance line mapped out, and look at this thing bouncing right off of it, turned into support. Just gorgeous. Yeah, I mean KSS is not, it's not bad. I would probably be a little more long biased here, really, because we have the 50% short interest on the float. So at this point with that, I'd probably be scalping it, like buying dips. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't see my edge there too much. Just missed DFLI. Oh, yeah. DFLI was a play. We were talking about it. And look at that. Another one, guys. Like DJ Khaled over here. Another one. Another example of a fake out breakout. If you learn anything from me, learn this. Because I've taught some people this. A lot of people that's stuck with. Bullish patterns are oftentimes bearish when a ticker's overbought. So this thing's up this thing's up over 100% from the prior day. These things, when they break out to new highs, oftentimes that's an area that's again a liquidity zone. A lot of people are shorting into. Yeah, I mean that was not bad right there. I don't know if I would have taken it, but it was pretty good. A couple things I don't like about it. One is the daily chart. Daily chart's not great here. This thing's just at all-time lows and getting a little pop off the all-time lows. So I like to consider a lot of different things before taking the trade. One is always looking left. KSS just kind of curling up a bit. Kohl's. Anybody in here shop at Kohl's? I didn't think so. I don't know how they're still around. I don't know how. A lot of those stores are still around, like Sears and JCPenney and yeah, I don't know how a lot of them are still around. I think that most of them are closing tons of their stores. I mean, people just they do their shopping at their fingertips. It's the way of the world now. Okay, all I'm seeing right now, I mean, KSS, Barron's hitting that, scalping it. There's good liquidity on KSS. FFAI, maybe. Maybe on sloppy seconds against the highs, 306, you could take a short there. I'm thinking about it. I don't mind taking some of these trades. I don't consider them like A+ trades, but I don't mind minimizing the risk. Like at the poker table, if there's a decent hand, I don't mind throwing some chips on the table. It's not a bad hand, shorting this thing. I'm convincing myself of it a little bit. FFAI. It's a slower play. It's not, don't get my juices going much. But it's not a bad play against the highs. For a pullback, this thing to keep pulling back maybe to the 60s. Maybe to the 60s or 50s. Yeah, that's a decent setup right there. Yeah, you're just gonna, it's one of those plays where you're gonna be committed probably for a little while, James. That's part of my hesitation with it too. Like this is gonna be a little commitment. It's probably not gonna just dump to 250. It's probably gonna take a little time, which I'm fine with. The creepy crawlers, higher float plays. dude, I'm kicking myself on IVF as well. IVF hit that VWAP and just a great pullback off of it. Almost took that. FFAI missed. Top ticked. PLRZ. So it is not my best day at all, but I'm green, and I'm going to try to stay that way. Because, I mean, I really could see PLRZ going back down in the 20s. I think Fades and I discussed that. So even leftovers there, 100 shares, I'm up $20 on 100. If that thing pulls back down to $1.20, that'll get me good on the day. QVCGA. Okay. QVCGA. That's a mouthful. Yeah. Yep. QVCGA. Let's look left here. Left, I'm seeing up and over 7 we could get. I like some of the upper wicks I see on the daily as well. It's one of these days it put in a move 19 to 30, so that was a pretty big day. 840 to 12, it moved 4 points that day. This day it moved 4 to 5 points. So some of these days it can move a few points. QVCGA. I'd like to see it up and over 7. There's a lot of resistance up there. QVCGA, let's monitor it for up and over 7. Probably would start it a little earlier. PLRZ, heavy. Let's get under 140 now. It's looking real heavy. DFLI is looking heavy for another leg down. Yeah, good alerts, guys. Love it. You guys are alerting well. And, yeah, we're looking heavy. It's kind of slowing down. Very similar to PLRZ. Just slowing down. Volume slowing down. Getting heavy on VWAP. It kind of had a little elevator down move off of that new high that it put in. I could see it being a good short right here. Really could. The question is, can you get 10 cents out of this? Is it going to 43? I'm not sure. But it's not a bad play. QVCGA up to 540. So 7.89 million in the float ticker. Part of me is thinking that this thing is... Let's go to FinViz. Is QVCGA. That Wall Street Bets, they're looking for another play. I can't imagine this has a high short interest, but short interest, the float, the short float 7.21%, 7.89 shares in the float, 7% are short. Okay. I mean, it's all right. It's looking pretty good. QVCGA. I'd like to see just another leg up because I feel like my risk is up there over 7 looking at the chart. So I'd like it to get just a little closer to that risk. I'm flipping through some charts real quick. Right now, I'm just working leftovers PLRZ. QVCGA definitely has my attention. Not screaming yet. I'd like her to start screaming a bit. God, that sounds. That doesn't sound too good. Be right back. Yeah. QVCGA. Alright, I'm just going to kick back for a second. Watching QVCGA and PLRZ leftovers. Then I'm looking at the scan, see what else is going to happen. I'll get QVCGA loaded up, though. In case we make that move up, but she is pulling back a lot right now. That was a fairly significant pullback off of 570. May try to hold VWAP here. Trying to think of what to do here. I do like it, and I'm not convinced we're gonna get that next leg up. Could just trade it against the highs. Yeah, I'm thinking about trading it against the highs. Not if we're gonna panic right here. Okay, guys. Anything you guys are watching or in you want me to take a look at, or any questions or anything you want to go over? Might be wrapping it up here shortly. FFAI is kind of going sideways here. Made a higher low. It's kind of in a little flag pattern. Similar to the PLRZ. Like lower highs, higher lows. It's a symmetrical triangle. It's really just, it can go either way. PLRZ, that one's pulling back a little bit down to the 30s. I'm going to try to work leftovers back down really into like the 20s on PLRZ. QVCGA. What's that A stand for again? Let me look it up. Class A shares. More voting rights than Class B shares. What's that? Traditional Class A. Pulled back down to the 40s. Pulled back down to the 40s, so yeah, that one ended up working out pretty well. right, anything on the scans? ZOOZ. ZOOZ pumping up right now. ZOOZ. Getting a little pump action going on. Don't see any news on it. I see $3 resistance. If it's like QVCGA, at this time, 11:16 may not have too much room to run. What might start a feeler on it. $180 to $230 back down. Zeus Power. Zeus Power. Well, looks like the last news I see is a month ago. They're exploring strategic opportunities. Leading defense companies all these headlines, they come out with those keywords probably for the algos. You always see the word strategic, like even if what they're doing is nothing strategic at all, they somehow will throw strategic in there. We are strategically doing preclinical studies. Okay, yeah, zoos. They're just not giving us much room on these things. They're just cracking a little quick. PLRZ popping up. That's not great. PLRZ. All right, PLRZ, I took all of that one. It's getting a pop. 130s up to 150. All right, right now, guys, I'm up 70 on the day. It's not great. I think the high water mark was, I don't know, like 90 or 100. This top tick PLRZ really is what kind of did it for me. I adjusted the max. Dude, this QVCGA, oh, painful. All the way down to 414. Adjusting my max pause on the day to $200. I get locked out now if I hit $200. And really, if I'm down $200 with my sizing that I've been training with, I need to get locked out. I went 9 green days in a row and then a max loss day. Now I'm adjusting it to 200. My chart got pretty effed up yesterday, but we're oh, look at OPEN. Fade, you called that. OPEN, nice. What a crazy bounce, and then just giving it all back. OPEN. But yeah, we gotta make sure we cap the downside. We don't want to cap our upside, but I want to make sure we are really rigid with the downside. I was looking for more today, but I don't know. I'll take the green day, I guess. I kind of messed a few trades up, so it is what it is. Everybody good and green in here? Green team, you good? We're going to do when we do our meet and greet, it's going to be at the 7-Eleven. That's too funny. Anytime we have like a few traders in here, we have like a tiny green day. We're always like, what can we do with this? That's how traders are, right? We're risk managers. We're kind of smart with our dollars, right? We know how to make it extend a dollar. Sticking with my Dollar Tree day. Oh man, perfect fall, too good. It cracks me up when you take a trade market hours. Maybe you'll loosen that rule up a little bit. I mean, you already have, right? If we're being honest. It's kind of helped you, though, as far as, like, you really don't trade market hours unless there's something really saying, perfect fall, take me. Fall for me. Have the perfect fall. Emmanuel, good. Nice. I think you doubled up from the last chat you put in here. Feeling good. Yes. Great. Love that. And Mike, red because you fat fingered another 0. Yeah, you can in the settings with TTP, you can make sure you get you can get a confirmation message if you go over a certain amount of shares. I set that for over 1,000. If I accidentally add another 0, I'm in 1,000 on some, just notify me if I'm getting in something over 1,000 shares, so I don't accidentally add a 0. But yeah, you can do that. But yeah, Emmanuel, I mean, I think there's some depth to what you're saying, more so than you may acknowledge. Like, feeling the way you feel oftentimes does have implications on your trading. Like last week, I felt great, and it was an all green week. This week, it's weird. I mean, yesterday I was feeling good until I wasn't. Kayvon and I were messaging about that. We're like, dude, we're solid traders until we're not solid traders. You gotta. It's just when you're tilted, man, you gotta fix that. You gotta know when to walk away, and you gotta protect the downside. You really gotta be a good loser. I mean, I'll show you guys my chart now. That doesn't look so good after yesterday. I had a bad day yesterday, really bad. A couple $100 losers. I applied more risk than I should have, so the chart's not looking so good anymore. But I adjusted the daily pause to 200. It still says 500, but they said once you get over 200, I get locked out, and that's the way it needs to be for me. In as far as how I'm trading, so my graph's been looking good, sticking to. I mean, even days like today, it's a slow grind, but it took me 9 trading days to make $1,000. So if I keep with that, another 9 trading days, I'll be there. In the red days, I'll be given 2 days back. Just a dent, it'll buff out. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. I got loosey with the rules. That's what I got. I disappointed myself a lot. Really did. Because it only takes 1 day like that. It only takes 1 day where you're just so aggravated and trading tilted, and you can do unprecedented damage. And we all know about that. I've seen so many good traders blow it up in 1 day, and on even one trade. Not just 1 day, on one trade. I've seen, honestly, guys, really good traders. They'll be consistent, making making a modest amount, tens of thousands on the year, and then give it all back on one trade. I've seen that happen a lot, actually. So that's why I'm always telling you guys, never marry tickers. Really, because I need to hear it too. It's really easy to start marrying something. That's why I'm always constantly trying to flip through tickers, setting hard stops, and trying to distract myself from even some of the trades I'm involved with, because I really don't want to marry anything. Zeus was looking good too, and just cracked 260 to 210. Yeah, there were some good setups today, guys. I feel like it was a C+ performance on the day. I'll take the green day though, and we'll move on to tomorrow. Anything you guys got before I wrap it up? I'm not seeing much else. FFAI, maybe. Maybe that one profit takes a little bit. Back down to 260.50 if you're sticking around. Not really what I want to get involved with. DFLI still looks heavy. Let me catch up. Perfect Fall, you've been pretty good about it. Only a handful of market hour trades. 6 days in a row, good. Green 6 days in a row. All right, yeah. Don't mess it up like I did. Keep that chart looking good. I guess the aggravation is, it takes me 9 days. I made 1,000, and I give like 400, like 500 back in a day. It's like, man, dude, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. So I'm reframing my mind and focusing on a bounce here. And we're gonna get to that 1,500 mark. But I'm trading like I'm gonna trade when it's funded. Trying to trade very disciplined and taking good entries, letting the winners run. Stopping well, losing well. Could have been a big day with the KSS. Yeah, I didn't let that one work. I did take that trade, but I took it all quick. Yeah, MG hit three for three in pre-market. He's been doing so well. But yeah, look, we speak the truth in here. It's a great team. We know what it takes in here. We know what it takes, and we know what it takes to blow up an account too. I know. That's a big part of it, Perfect Fall. I grind $1,000 in 9 trading days, which is like a couple weeks. And the grind at a certain point gets aggravating, and then emotionally you want to. That's why I said emotions do play a big part. So then you start wanting to size up because you're getting tired of the grind, and then you size up on a couple plays that end up working out, and then you know how it goes. Stop out the top, get liquidated, and you just gotta stay really locked in and stay okay with those base hit days. Consistent and disciplined. Yes. Yep. What does it go, guys? An edge really is not as significant as a lot of traders emphasize. The edge is good, but you need great discipline, as Perfect Fall pointed out, to really unlock it. If you don't have discipline, it doesn't matter what the edge is. You need discipline to unlock it, risk management to protect it. Consistency will compound it. But on that note, guys, I'm not seeing much else. I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I'll take the base hit day. It is what it is. Good work, Green Team. We will be back at it again tomorrow morning. Guys, stay safe, disciplined, and consistent. We'll see you guys tomorrow.